my everyday life, I'm a teacher and I'm also a part-time actor. I've got my own theatre and education business I do one-woman shows basically for schools and places. So I teach English and drama to adults at the moment. I run several kind of Christian groups, something called Creative Space, which has been running for quite a while. And we explore creativity, connecting it's space for God, space for each other, space for creativity and space for creation. So that's kind of the theme of where we're going. I've started, with the help of others, something creative, which is all about reaching out, focusing on creativity and initially encouraging Christian creatives, because there doesn't seem to be a lot of encouragement for them in the churches where they go to. That's what I've discovered in my own experience and others' experience. So that was kind of the reason why I wanted to do the course, really. I'm kind of from a sort of charismatic tradition, but also, merging with the contemplative. And I think maybe, I think when I was perhaps in more mainstream church, that feeling of not fitting in was stronger, much stronger. The opportunity to do my assignments through creative expression has been really helpful. And the whole drama side is really important, I think, for me. We were asked to make a response, I think it was in the September one, to a book that we'd read on pioneering. It was all about exile and the church being in exile, and I really, really kind of connected with that. And because they'd said we could do quite a creative response, I kind of really just drew out that theme of exile, because that's how I work as a creative person. I kind of pick up themes and ideas and expand those. That sense of exile really connected with me, also because I was really ill for very many years and with ME, and so I was exiled to my home and I couldn't get out and about. So I was able to really kind of tap into that emotional expression of exile. So I created a story about creativity, which I kind of personified into a beautiful bird who was full of colour, and I kind of did a tracing through of creativity in the history of humans, but then it kind of went into the church. I created a lament, and yes, and so then I recorded it. I'd at lockdown, I'd started doing a few podcasts just to sort of encourage people, and I thought, I thought I'd have a go exploring the voice. It was really exciting for me to be stretched in that way. And yes, that chance to do lots of creativity is great. And we've just done the Bible weekend, exploring the Bible, and again there's an opportunity to do a creative response, and so I'm exploring a kind of creative response around my experiences of the story of Elijah. We had to do a survey of our local community, and I decided to do a survey of creativity in the local community in my village. Now, obviously, I couldn't, because of lockdown, I couldn't go around people's houses or have a meeting or anything. So I created an online survey, and then I went onto the Kirby and Furness Facebook page and just invited anybody who liked being creative to do the survey. But then I'd also put some kind of vaguely spiritual questions at the end about whether people thought creativity was spiritual in any way. And I got a beautiful kind of cross-section of answers, from the very strong atheistic kind of response to a bit of agnostic, to actually quite a lot of people connecting with the contemplative nature of creativity and seeing that as spiritual. What was really lovely is it kind of opened up a creative community in my neighbourhood, which I thought was really interesting. Touches on all sorts of different topics that are really important, I think, for leading and for pioneering and for mission and for community. It's really accessible. The creative teaching methods make it accessible. It's really nice to meet other pioneers. Obviously, being on Zoom, it's not the same as in person, but yeah, it's been really enjoyable on Zoom, and we have made connections with other people, so that has been really nice, actually.